Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in this world. God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. Today we're going to be back in Halley's Bible Handbook, and we're going to be in chapters 40 through 66. Here it says, Magnificent Rhapsodies of the Future. Isaiah spent his life under menace of the dread Assyrian Empire. The Assyrians had destroyed North Israel in 734 BC. The rest of the northern kingdom in 721 BC, had invaded Judah in 713 BC, and by 701 BC had taken all Judah except Jerusalem. Through these years, Isaiah had steadfastly predicted that Jerusalem would stand. It did stand. This was the grand achievement of Isaiah's life. He had saved his city when doom seemed certain. But now the Assyrian crisis passed, Isaiah having prophesied that Jerusalem would later fall to Babylon in chapters 39, verses 6 through 7, assumes the Babylon captivity as an accomplished fact, and in his mind's eye takes his stand with the captives. So clear were some of his visions that in them he speaks of the future as already past. I'm going to read this part here. It says, two Isaiahs? Nowhere in the book itself, or in the Bible, or in Jewish or Christian tradition, is there mention or even a hint of two authors. A second Isaiah is a figment of modern criticism. The book of Isaiah in our Bible and in Jesus' day was one book, not two. It is not a patchwork, but from the beginning to end, it is characterized by a unity of thought, set forth in the sublimest of language that makes it one of the grandest things ever written. There was just one Isaiah, and this is his book, the critics to the contrary notwithstanding. Okay, now we're going to go over to the King James Version and read it there. But the interesting part is, I'm going to show you here. You can see here, it's showing us chapters 40 through 66. So this is like an overview of the things that were happening there. But then over here you see we pick up in chapter 40 again. So I'm just showing you this so you'll know, because I don't know how I would explain that. I just have to show you. You know what? Come to think of it, now, there's not going to be chapters 40 through 66 in the King James Version of the Holy Bible that gives us the overview that this just gave us. So there's no point in going to Isaiah chapter 40. But when we get to this next part here, this chapter 40 in Isaiah, trying to see. Yes. When he gets to this part, then I'll go to the King James Version. But for now, we're going to just skip that. And as always, I love you.